I hope anyone watching on the repeat as well, because I'm guessing no one's here in the few seconds it's taken me to go live. Just nosing at my system whilst I do. I think it is very often. Cool. That was it. All seems to be working, which is a good thing. Going out of 4K. It's not bad. It comes out at 4K, but it's live quality 720p. Oh, okay. Anyway, I'm sure none of you want to hear about that. But just want to see how everyone is. We're all good. Let me get my chat up, so then I should see as people appear. Hopefully, as people appear anyway. There we are. Good evening, everyone. I'm just seeing from Andrew. Evening to you, dude. And Amir's here as well. Hi, all. I've just seen, as per normal, I'm doubling up just to make sure. And it says Simon Skinner and David Forrest are watching me. David Forrest says, good evening, good luck all. And Simon Skinner is watching. Gareth Hunter is here as well. So good. Oh, and then they all appear. So there we are. Good evening, good luck all, says Dave. Michael's here. Good to see you, dude. There we are. Hi, everyone. Good luck. And nice and loud and clear tonight, says Dave. Well, do you know what? I am trying a very old-fashioned way of doing it. I'm actually running a cable from my laptop here in my office down to the router to give us the best possible chance of a good connection. I think it probably works fine. I can't really tell and see it on the repeat, but hopefully it's coming off nice and clear and well, and everyone's happy. How are we all? It's been a very wet day. We've had thunderstorms, although we're promised what looks like a week's worth of 28 degree plus. So probably next time you see me, I'm going to be even more brown and tanned than I am now. I was actually quite impressed. I don't know if I can still see it. Will it show up? Yeah, I've actually got a watch mark. Can't tell you the last time I have a watch mark. I think the problem with this countries, I say the UK, is that we have like a 9-month winter, it feels like. And that's the thing, when you get around to summer, you're like, oh, thank crikey, I forgot what it felt like to feel warmth. And then it disappears again. And then you're like, oh. So at the moment, I'm enjoying it because I know it won't be that long before it all disappears. Gareth says, evening all, good luck tonight. Good to see you, dude. Evening Rob from Ian. Chris says, evening all, enjoying the world's best whiskey tonight. Which is the world's best whiskey? That's a very contentious question. Rena Smith here says, good evening. Michael Patton, good evening. Evening all, good luck. No, I just want to know what the world's best whiskey is, because every year there's a new best one, and that's what the cynic in me finds it peculiar. Probably the right way of putting it, that you've chosen one and it's the world's best whiskey, and yet it never retains its crown. Every time it's a new one. You'd think that if it was good enough to be the world's best, then there's a chance it would fight and do well the following year, but it never seems to be. The second, nothing wins it twice. Kevin McIntyre, good evening, all, good luck in the draws. Glenallachie 12. Is that the 12? Which is good. That's a very nice segue into the fact that we've got the reverse of that, the Glenallachie 21 tonight, which is batch 6, which is the new one that's just come out. And everywhere I go, do you know what I have to be? I'm a sucker for marketing stuff, same as everyone else. So when I saw it, funny enough, I get emails by everyone. I got loads of emails for the Glenallachie 6 saying this is the height of luxury. It doesn't get any better than this. This is the one that everyone's waiting for. And, you get the same sort of stuff. But even I was like, it does sound nice. That does sound like something I could do. So, fortunately, I never get to enjoy it. You guys will get to. I'm saying that. What did I find in here? I have a drawer. Honestly, you won't believe what I have a drawer full of. I've got more samples than you could throw a stick at. But that one, which I would never thought. So if you look at the colour, that's quite, I would say mid. It's not always really light once it's quite dark. This is a Daftmill single cask. And I never, Daftmill to me is always very, very light. And I was going to crack it open, but then it's 60.4. And I've got to be in the right frame of mind these days for something quite that pokey. And Sunday night before work is probably not the right one for that. So let me just check on here. See, there's Linda's watching. Evening all, good luck everyone. Tim Dix, evening and good luck tonight. Scott Whittle is watching. Good to see you, dude. If you wonder why I'm staring down at my phone, it's because the software does tell me all the comments. It doesn't tell me who's watching. And it also doesn't always necessarily tell me immediately, strangely. So I can sometimes get this weird situation where it'll come up in here, but then it might come up on mine for like 5 minutes, by which point people are like, why are you saying it now? So I was just having a look. And by the looks of it, it all looks good. Everyone's here, or at least certainly enough people are here. So we've got 3 this evening, and I'm in desperate need of reloading the website. I have to apologise. What happens is this time of year, especially, people probably, I don't know if anyone knows this, whiskey giveaway is not my main job. I'm a sales director for a technology company, and I spend my week doing that, and then I spend my Sundays doing this. And this time of year, the company I work for, their end of financial year finishes at the end of June. So my focus is entirely there until it changes. So that's why I've been a bit lax the last few days, because I've been desperately focused on that. So that's why I sometimes disappear off. And occasionally I might take a holiday. Doesn't happen very often. So what have we got? We've got the Classic Laddie, which is today's one, but the new version, the limited edition of the Sherry version. Now, I rate the Classic Laddie hugely for what it is, for how much you pay. I think it's about as good as it gets. And I didn't check this one. I need to check the Classic Laddie, if I remember rightly, and someone will tell me if I'm wrong. I think is about 50%, which I think 48 is my preference, but I think that's roughly a good place to be at for whiskies. I used to like the 60%, but sometimes they're too far for me. 50%. So I think that's for the price, it's a good dram. I don't know the sherry one, so whoever gets this, you're going to let me know. Then we've got the Glenallachie 21, as I said, which is the batch 6, the new one. And then finally, we've got the Glenlivet, the cask makers, which is their new travel exclusive. So if you're not going on holiday, which I'm hoping as we're going into July, people are starting to, that could be your best way of getting it. Now, I know Linda knows this because Linda always does it this way. But for those people who are planning on holidays, get yourself a gift card. So the rules state very clearly, and the payment provider does the same, that you cannot play on our website when you're in a different country because the laws are different. Okay. So you cannot play if you're in another country, you're stuffed. So if you get an email next week and you're in Spain and you've got the whiskey you've always wanted to come up on the site, you won't be able to pay. You won't be able to buy tickets. However, if you buy yourself a gift card and apply it against your account, so you just allocate it to yourself, it just sits there. And because there's no payment, you can just use that wherever you are. So it's a good idea if you're worried about going on holiday and missing out on one of the week's draws, buy yourself a gift card, stick it on your account, and then it can just sit there waiting for the time when you need to do it and you're not in the country. So that's just my advice to you. Don't, if you're in Spain and you contact me and say, can I do it? There's nothing I can do because the payment provider won't allow it. So there we are. Some bit of important stuff for you. Evening all, good luck, says Tim. Stuart, evening all, good to see you, Highlander. Stuart, evening folks, bit late tonight. Have I missed any draws or missed any draw? You haven't missed anything, no, dude. You're all good. So which way should we do this? Let me just have a look at the text. I'm going to do it slightly different. I'm going to build up because ordinarily we do the today one last. I'm going to do it first this time. So I'm going to do the Classic Laddie Sherry, then I'm going to do the Glenlivet, and then I'll do the Glenallachie. I think that's all right with everyone. Just double checking the phone. That doesn't say anything else. That's all good. Let's do the Classic Laddie. Let me share my screen. Look at that. And just for a change, I think it's already set up on Brooke-Laddie. Yeah, Brooke-Laddie. There we are. I was quite lucky one time to be sat next to the, what was he? COO of Brooke-Laddie, Chief Operating Officer, I think he was. And we had a great chat, and it was nice because it was over, we had the Classic Laddie and things like that. We had the Black Art, we had the Octomore and other bits and pieces. And it was, as a selection from a distillery, it was a nice evening. First things first, let's shuffle it around. Now, I did notice today, and this is a shout out to Dave Forrest, which has just all disappeared at the right time. It's some new emojis on the list. Someone's been playing around with their stuff, and we've also got Proton. Someone's chat. I don't recognise that. I'm not sure who that is, but welcome. So yeah, new stuff there. Let me just check the 40 seconds. It's all good. So that is posed and ready to go. Let me just see if there's any comments that I'm missing out on. One sec. And of course, the one thing I'm missing out for is Andrew with his drums. Good. Darren already texted me earlier and said he's not going to be around tonight, so he won't be helping you, Andrew. You're carrying the drumming all by yourself. So let's find out, shall we? Who's going to win this book, laddie? 3, 2, 1, here we go. It's flying along. Flying along. Starting to slow. Here we go. Just starting to slow down a bit now. Griff, Barry, Lawrence. Oh, MJ Kenny, you're on the call, or you were a minute ago. Oh, no, it stopped. I could have sworn that was going to be MJ Kenny. Lawrence Walrus with ticket number 184. Lawrence Walrus with ticket number 184. MJ Kenny, gutting. I thought you were in then there. So the extra credit goes to MJ Kenny 22 with ticket number 10 and Barry with ticket number 74. I thought Darren was in for a chance because he was getting so close. But there you are. Lawrence Walrus with ticket number 184. Well done, dude. Now I'm really have to admit I'm quite what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Maybe I'll buy myself one. Maybe I'll just get one myself. Maybe that's the easiest way. I am quite jealous, but why do I have to be? Maybe I should just buy myself one. I've got the classic laddie downstairs, and it's like, is it different? Is it that different? Sherry obviously is a big draw. Who knows? I'll have to think about it. So next up, we're going to do the Glenlivet. Now, if I remember rightly, and this goes to show just how long it's been and how many people we've had through the books, because I think last time I checked, we've got 5,000 people on the books. So that's not a very easy thing to remember and manage. But I thought Highlander, who's here, Stuart, who I saw put Evening All earlier, I thought you were around the Glenlivet area or had come from the Glenlivet. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting that completely wrong. I seem to remember that somewhere from like 4 years ago or 5 years ago. So I don't know, but we'll have to. I do wonder if that's the case. Let's find out who's going to win this one. It might be you, if you're lucky, and that was the case. Let's open the Glenlivet. Here we are. Brilliant. Let's do the shuffle as always. Double check this. 40. Cool. That's all set up. Brilliant. All ready to go. Let me just double check comments. See if there's anything I'm missing. Lots of congratulations there, which is always good. I'm just trying to go over my phone. There we are, Shana. That's where my family comes from. Yes. See, it does occasionally go in there. A few things still rattling around. And Jamie Reynolds, hail. Good to see you, dude. So this is for the Glenlivet, the Cast Makers. Cast Makers, is that what they're called? Similar. Which is their new travel exclusive. So good luck, everybody. Let's find out who's going to win it. Here we go. Starting to slow. Look at that, double Augusto. I think it's got too much legs to go past. Oh, look, it's MJ Kenny 22. He's in. Is he going to stay, though? Is he going to stay, or is it going to go beyond him this time? I think it's just gone beyond. Oh, Mr. Kenny. Look at that. You've been just before and just after. It's gone to CJP Horgan. I assume that's it. CJ or CJ Forgan. CJP Horgan. CAPH Organ. Who knows? Ticket number 46 anyway. That's the important one. Ticket number 46, CJP Horgan. That's my guess. Definitely MJ Kenny 22. Got yourself another credit there. And Augusto with ticket number 40. You've got yourself a bit of extra credit there. But Mike Kenny, 53. Is it going to be one of those nights when you're always the bridesmaid and never the bride? It certainly looks like it's going to be that way. That's a challenging one. So I just got an update. There we are. So that's the software just coming through and saying hail from Jamie, which obviously is a bit late. Andrew saying congratulations. Well done, mate. Congratulations, says Gareth. Good. Nothing coming through from MJ Kenny. He's probably sitting there going, what? How can I get away with this random destroying amount? I take it back. Look, there we are. Mr. MJ Kenny has just said very clearly and kindly, well done, mate. Look at that. Magnanimous in defeat. What a lovely guy. Can't say fairer than that. So we have one left to do, which is the big one, which is Glenallachie. Should we find out who's going to win it? This does sound nice. And at 300 quid a pop, it's not one of those whiskies that you can just go, I'll try it and see if I like it. But winning it this way does make that more palatable, is probably the right way of putting it. So, Glenallachie. Let's shuffle them around. Okay, double check. That's all good. So we're ready to go. That's ready to go. Let me just double check the chats. Emma Drake is watching. Rena Smith is watching. Linda's watching. I love the way it does that. It's a very strange thing with Facebook where you can have Linda and then like Linda's just said there, congratulations, great win. And then it comes and says Linda Lockhart is watching. Well, yeah, obviously. Otherwise she wouldn't have commented already. Facebook's platform is never the best, if I'm honest. So, brilliant. Let's find out who's going to win this Glenallachie, shall we? This is a good one. This is a good one for someone. Just obviously before I say that, it's going to be, I know there's nothing on the website because it's all finished today. So new stuff will be loaded tonight before I go to bed. So we'll be back up and running shortly, as it were. Good luck, everyone. Let's find out who's going to get this Glenallachie, shall we? Here we go. Jamie Lee has just put good luck for everyone. Sure. Everyone wants a bit of that luck. Just starting to slow down. There's a double Linda there. L Lockhart comes in twice, but I think it's going to carry on beyond there. Got Vic or S McMorran. And Isla Lass coming behind. Oh no, I take it back. I thought it was going to go past Linda Lockhart, but it stopped with a pixel left before it went over to Vic. I thought that was a done deal. Ticket number 131, Linda Lockhart, L Lockhart. Congratulations. Look at that. I think that's about as close as you possibly can. It makes a bit of a change to not have MJ Kenny 22 in the mix. I think your nearest one was up here, 106. So yeah, so there you are, Linda. Not only did you win the prize, you got the Glenallachie 21, batch 6 for you, but you've also got yourself a bit of extra credit because you're in joint second place, as did S. McMorran with ticket number 98. So there we are, winning ticket. Sorry, I take that back, S. McMorran. You didn't. Vic Rahi got it with ticket number 104. Linda won with 131, and Linda Lockhart got an extra 5 credit with 15. Before I start telling people they've won stuff they haven't. Linda won, Vic Rahi second, and Linda Lockhart second. There we go. That's the draws for this week. Congratulations to all those winners. You've done remarkably well. Right, this is always an interesting bit. Stop sharing. Does it work? Yes. Sometimes I've done that before and it's just terminated the whole thing. Which was never really the plan. So yeah, new stuff to go on, new interesting things to go. If anyone is on Android, let me know if you had a problem, because we had a message from someone who's on Android today. I won't name their names. but their little menu icon, the 3 lines, has not appeared on their thing. Now, sometimes, Google will run an update or something on their operating system, and that sends it with Squiffy. So it's not always a thing. So I just wanted to find out if it was everybody who's on Android has the same problem, or whether it's just this one person, or whether it, and then at least I can see what I can do to help out with that issue. So if you're on Android, let me know if you're having any problems as well. Other than that, I will get some new stuff loaded on tonight. Have a lovely weekend, guys. Have a lovely week, guys. Next week it's going to be boiling by this point, so enjoy yourselves, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Thanks very much, guys. See you later.